Hey everyone, welcome back. Mac Pierre-Louis here, back on LMI Network, Lawyers, Mediators International. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about this new age of AI voice typing. The keyboard is officially dead. Now it's time where you can take dictation to the whole other level, where you're able to speak into a computer, speak into your phone, and just have your words just magically appear and save you time. So no more hassling with a keyboard, no more taking time out of your day to sit down and type. You can now just speak things into existence in your documentation. All right. So this whole world of voice typing is something I've been interested in for a very long time. On my screen, I'm going to be sharing this piece of software that existed back in the 1990s. It was called Dragon Naturally Speaking. I remember this software because it was being sold in stores as a way for people to basically sit at a machine and then just voice type. It was invented to help people save time and energy without having to resort to just physical typing. As people might recall, back in the day, you would literally have dictation services, or an attorney might have an assistant or paralegal who would sit there and type down what they said. Well, as technology increased, it allowed people the opportunity to skip all of that and just start using their voice. In the beginning, mainly on tape recorders and small micro cassette recorders. And then over time, technology got really advanced where people were able to basically speak into the machine through a software. And for folks who may recall this is what some of that software looked like, CD-ROMs, and you install it on your machine. It was mainly just on Windows. And again, I was a teenager back in the 90s, but I remember this because I actually owned it and I was trying to make it work because it was pretty cool to me to be able to use your voice to type. You can learn more about the whole Dragon Naturally Speaking thing. It was literally the first big company that came out with voice typing back in the 90s. So by now, you might have heard of companies like Wisprflow. Wisprflow is a company that lets you use your voice to type into whatever app that you have using Android and iPhone, Mac, or Windows, whatever computer program that you might be using. And it's supposed to save you a ton of time. So instead of sitting there and typing, you can quickly speak things. Not only that, but it fixes your mistakes. It fixes your errors as you speak, and it can bullet point things, add correct punctuation. It's pretty neat. There are some security concerns, whether or not it's going to be used to train to train the LLMs, whether or not it's going to keep your confidential information, the way you want. But Wisprflow has become one of the dominant platforms on the market for voice typing, but they're not the only one. There are other companies as well. I used to use Wisprflow, and then I tried Letterly. Letterly is another one. It's kind of inexpensive. It's more of an app, and you're able to go about your day, voice type, keep things, that you would normally write, just in your head and off your lips and into an app. And this is just one other company, just to show you that there's other examples out there. But the one I use today, the company that I'm currently using, is called Voice Dash. And I got a pretty good deal on AppSumo, where I got a lifetime offer, but it's available for sale if you want to use it. But Voice Dash can be installed on your machine, your Mac, like I am right now on, or your Windows PC. And just like Wisprflow and Letterly, it will allow you to voice type and save time. So I want to show you how this works in action. And this is the Voice Dash application. And you can literally see where I was transcribing things earlier, and it captures what you're saying so that it can put it into the environment you want, whether it's a Word document or a Google Keep card or a calendar event, whatever it is that you have on your computer that you're typing into, you're able to have it transcribed. Now, for security, it only keeps the last 10 things you were transcribing with it. It deletes everything else. They promise not to use the words you speak to train their LLM models. And so I like this company because it put things out there in the open to make sure that you are not going to be, having confidentiality breached or anything like that. So let's take it for a spin. I have Microsoft Office Word on the left and Google Docs on the right. And as you may know, both of these programs have their own dictation already. So in Microsoft Word, you have this dictate tool where people sometimes use it. I've used it. It wasn't actually very good in my opinion, but it was there. And Google Docs has a similar tool under Tools where you go to voice typing. And so when you would use it, for example, in Microsoft Word, you simply start speaking and you should see your words pop up as you talk. And if you go really fast, it will make mistakes like this, like I'm trying to make mistakes really, really fast and see if this works. And it actually did a pretty good job. And if you wanted to make sure that you had correct punctuation, or you want to make sure you can capture bullet points, it's not going to do a very good job. So for example, point 1, go to the park. Point 2, go to the zoo. Point 3, go to the sky. It's not going to correctly give context to what you're saying. It's simply going to capture your words and put it on paper, just like Dragon Naturally Speaking was doing back in the day. Okay, let's stop that. Now let's go over to Google Docs and turn on voice typing, and then you hit the start. Okay, so with Google Voice Typing, I am able to capture the words accurately, and hopefully it will work. And again, I will go to show. Number 1, go to the park. Number 2, go to the zoo. And number 3, go to the sky. And it may or may not work, but it all depends on the context that I'm giving it. If it was smarter, maybe with Gemini, it would understand the context. But again, just like Microsoft Word, it simply took the words and put them on paper. And so now I'm going to try Voice Dash, just like Wisprflow. And this time, we're going to hit the shortcut key that I have, and I have the globe key on my Mac keyboard that I'll hold down while I speak. Okay, so with Voice Dash, I am able to speak like this. Now you notice it does not show in real time what I'm speaking, which is a little scary. However, it will properly take the context, and I can keep going on and on and on. And hopefully it's not going to make any mistakes, and it's going to hear what I have to say. And then I'm going to say again, number 1, go to the park. Number 2, go to the zoo. Number 3, go to the sky. And let me see if it captured that in the correct context. And now I'll let go of the key. Okay, so with Voice Dash, you can see it put correct punctuation, correct capitalization after the punctuation. It put semicolons in places because it's grammatically correct. Notice the regular voice typing did not do it. And it put commas when I didn't ask it to, trying to make sure that it conveys what I actually meant, how I spoke. But one thing that I do want to do is try to have it create bullet points. So let's try this again one more time. Okay, so I'm going to hold down my shortcut key and I will speak to it again to try to make a bullet point. This time I'm going to do a letter to a Mr. John Doe. Dear Mr. John Doe, thank you so much for coming to the consultation today with me. As we discuss, I would like you to do 3 things going forward. Remember, number 1, you will need to do an affidavit. Number 2, you will need to go to court and spend all day at the courthouse. And number 3, you need to make sure you bring your witnesses named Mary Doe and Bobby Doe. If you understand these 3 things, feel free to ignore responding to me. But if you don't, please make sure that you end up contacting me back. And by the way, in case I forget to remind you, please make sure that you bring my money next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Now let's see how this does it. Okay, as you can see, it captured the bullet points by doing them as numerical values. So, dear Mr. John Doe, thank you so much for coming to the consultation today with me. As we discussed, comma, I would like you to go to do 3 things going forward. And it put number 1, 2, and 3 with periods at the end. It even capitalized Mary Doe and Bobby Doe. And it created by with a B-Y-E, B-Y-E. I wonder why, because I was thinking B-Y, B-Y in my head. But it's basically grammatically correct, hyphens, periods, commas, numbers. And so this is what I'm talking about when it saves time. When I go back to the application, I can see that what it captured. I can even go to a dictionary here and tell it words that it may not have understood so that it can know it in the future. And it's telling me that my writing speed is 189 words per minute. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not type anywhere near 189 words a minute. And so this is, again, pretty revolutionary. It's intended to save you money by saving you time, because our time is valuable as lawyers and mediators. And so hopefully you'll start playing around with these tools and take advantage of what they have to offer. Okay, so if you have some kind of AI voice typing tool that you love to use, let me know in the comments. If you have other tools that are local to your machine, let me know, because that's pretty cool. The reason for this is all this data that is collecting from me is going into the cloud and it's being stored in somebody else's servers. That can be a little bit compromising. That can be a little dangerous. And so one thing that we also want to focus on is that confidentiality, and anything that we have to do with regards to client work is extremely important. So I'm always thinking about that to make sure that I'm not accidentally storing this kind of data in somebody else's cloud. But here it is, just like email and anything else, my banking is in the cloud already. So the question is not how do we remove it? The question is, how do we make sure that the cloud stays secure wherever the data is residing? All right, guys, until next time, hopefully this was helpful. Take care. Mac PLV. Bye-bye.